Up next, we make a tour of a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter that's been converted with immaculate detail, including a motorised lift-up bed. So let's go say good day.
How's it going?
What are you up to?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, just hanging out. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, come on in, have a look.
Cool, so just kicking back and...
Yeah, relaxing in here.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Cool, so tell us a bit about yourselves, with your name and...
Yeah, well, I'm Cam and...
I'm Em.
Yeah, well, we're both teachers. We work at one of the biggest schools, high schools here in Toowoomba.
What do you teach?
Yeah, I work in the special ed department and I teach English and maths and IT.
Nice.
Yeah, and I teach English, history, geography and civics.
Well, what type of van is it?
It's a Sprinter medium wheelbase high roof van.
Right.
So yeah, we wanted the height and we didn't want it too long that we couldn't park it anywhere. So I drive this pretty much every day to school. Yeah, and it fits in normal car spaces. So that was really important to us as well.
Yeah, awesome. Does it have a name?
We called it Benzson.
Benzson?
Because it was our first kind of like fancy brand of car. And so we thought, Mercedes-Benz, we need to give him a fancy name, an upper class name. We're like, Benzson.
Yeah, so it's kind of like your waiter. You'd expect him to be, a personal butler or something.
Yeah.
Very well spoken.
Yeah.
Awesome. And boy or girl?
He's a boy.
Boy, definitely.
Yeah, our last van was a girl, but this one's a boy.
Right.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to convert?
We've had it for about 2 years and we just did little bits over those 2 years. So
how did that process work? Like, did you plan it out or you just whacked a bed in and...
Yeah, we did a fair bit of planning. This wasn't our first van that we've done up. Our last van was a Mitsubishi Delica.
I had a few particulars that I wanted from having the Delica, but also from hiring vans overseas. We really got to see what was important to us. So I had a few things, like I wanted to be able to stand up.
Yep.
I wanted a plumbed-in sink. I wanted a bed that you wouldn't have to pack up and pack down every day. So that's sort of what we built our design around, those things.
Yeah, because we had a van in Scotland and in New Zealand. Both of them had a bed that you had to pack up every day. And we just didn't do it.
Yeah, right.
We did it like the first day and then it was just a bed the whole other time. We just sat on the bed to eat dinner and that kind of thing.
So
right.
Where is the bed?
It's above us, actually.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll have a look at that later.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So you needed to be able to stand up,
Yeah.
plumbing sink, a bed that you didn't have to pack away. Any other criterias?
The extra seat, we needed it to be able to hold at least 4 people.
Right. So, and you've got the 4 seats in this one?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Got 4 seats so we can seat 4, sleep 4. Yeah, that was the plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Did it get hot water?
Yes,
did.
yes.
It did.
Yes, we got hot water.
I got it.
Awesome.
We've got a hot water system. So we have showers out the back here.
And then we also have a shower attachment to the sink. So we can either shower out the side, shower out the back.
Cool. All right. Well, let's give us a royal tour.
Excellent. All right. Well, in here we've got our hot water system, which was very important to Em. It's got the pump in there that pumps our water up from a water tank that's underneath.
Okay.
And then underneath this area is also the grey water tank for catching all that grey water.
12-volt pump, water pump?
Yep, 12-volt water pump. So on the roof we've got 500 watts of solar.
What size battery?
It's a 125 amp hour lithium battery.
Yep.
And
So the lithiums are the ones you can go below 50%.
yeah, you can go down to about 10% with the lithiums. So about 3 times the price of normal AGM deep cycle battery, but smaller and lighter.
What do you use to monitor the batteries with?
So I've got an app. So it's got a little charge controller on there that will switch between the solar panels and the starter battery. And then just an app that will tell me how many amps I'm getting in from the solar or whatever.
How many litres of fresh water?
95 litres of fresh water, which is mounted up underneath the van, which is one of the good things about having the Sprinter, is that a lot of RVs are made from Sprinters. So there's a lot of water tanks that fit perfectly to the little shapes underneath the van. So it's got a strange shape to it, bolts up straight in. Yeah, awesome. It's good. And then the grey water, that was just some stormwater pipe that I screwed together, stuck together and tried to fit the weird shapes, but yeah, so it works fine.
Right, how many litres of grey do you reckon you got?
Maybe 50, I think. We've also got this little bench here, just to give us a bit more bench space. It locks up and gives a nice big area here.
Fantastic.
Bit like a food truck,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, mate, it's an awesome and a great idea for your magnets holding the knives and
Oh,
whatnot.
thanks, yep. Yeah, so just up here we got our storage cabinet, and then there was a bit of a void behind it, I noticed, when we shut the door. So I thought, why not put our knives up there, put our longer utensils, just saves a bit of room in the drawers. And you can still access them from inside, just, yeah, take them off, stick them back up, yeah.
Sort of everything.
Yeah, easy, yeah. Yeah, here, fruit basket, got our bottle opener here. The roof vent here, that can either suck air out or blow air in. And it's got a rain sensor, so if it starts raining, it will automatically shut itself down.
So where do you cook when you cook?
We've just got one of those little cartridge gas stoves that we can have on the bench here, that we can have outside, just movable. So here we have got our 2 passenger seats in the back. So this doubles as a bench top as well. This is just the leg of the seat.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to have dual purpose for different things in the van.
How's that held up?
It's got a gas strut underneath that
Yeah, cool.
just holds it in. Drops down like this. And we've got our double seat here.
That's awesome.
And we've got a little storage pocket for phones or a drink bottle or whatever. And we put the extra window in because we didn't want our passengers getting motion sickness.
Yeah.
All right, then we've got our storage up the top here. In here's all our electrics.
Yep.
We've also got a water monitor here. It tells us how full the fresh water is and how full the grey water is.
I really like your handles.
Yeah, IKEA and Bunnings. That's the saviour.
Your cupboards also. How do they stay in place?
I've put riv nuts into the frame of the van.
Okay.
They're like sit these to the wall and bolt straight through.
What type of fridge you running?
So just a cheap one off eBay.
Yep.
Haven't had issues with it. Been really good. 95 litres. It's got a little internal light in it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's
12 volt?
Perfect. Yep, 12 volt. I do have some computer fans stuck on the back just to blow a bit of air through if it gets really hot. So over here under our sink, we've got a couple of drawers here. We had to make these ourselves because they had to be quite small. And then on this side, just our bin and a few little bits and pieces, cleaning stuff, room and things.
Mate, you've thought of everything.
Yeah.
It's, the attention to detail I'm really impressed with. When you say design, were you using just drawing it on a piece of paper?
Yeah, originally drawing it on a piece of paper, and then I got a free version of Sketchup. It's this 3D modelling software. And then just did some measurements, drew up the whole van in that software and did the cabinets. Just so it's good to be able to see it and go, oh, that's going to be enough space or not enough space. So I've done up those designs. I even put them online, and people can download those.
Cool tiles?
Just sticker tiles. We did consider putting real tiles in, then thought extra weight, and then the grout could crack while you're driving and that kind of thing. And then I saw these ones on eBay and just thought, yeah. So in here we've got our lounge area, which can also be made into a dining room as well. So we've got storage all in under here. We've got gas struts on here to help hold it out of the way. In here is our toilet, and there's also a water pipe that runs down to the back here. That's all insulated. It's from our hot water system to the back, so we can have our showers out the back there. On this side, we've got our battery box that has our lithium battery in there, and we've also got a little switch here to turn on our inverter.
Yeah, right.
It's a 1,000 watt inverter. So our battery, our charge controller, and our inverter is all Enerdrive. And in here, we have got our table set up for when we want it as a dining room. We made it so that we could just have a single table if we wanted to.
Okay.
So, if you only just wanted to play a game of cards or just have a bit of a snack.
Yep.
But we've also got a second table that clips together. And they just clip together with these little latches underneath.
Yeah, right.
Yep, just lock it in, and then we've got a big dining room.
It looks pretty sturdy.
Yeah, quite solid. We've had 8 people sitting in here playing games or having dinner.
I like your little crevice sort of shelf that you've got tucked in your wall.
Needed to have a little bit more storage here. That's an old belt from an op shop that we found. We cut it up, so we've got one on this side, one on the other side. Yeah.
I assume you've got insulation?
Yes, yep, all the walls are insulated. And the roof, walls and roof insulated. Went with Kingspan. I went to this insulation place in town, and they've got this Kingspan foam roll where it's like foam with aluminium either side, a little bit of reflective stuff either side.
Yep.
And so we did that against the metal sheeting, and then I've got sound insulation in there, and then another roll of that foam over the top.
Cool.
And so yeah, sort of double that, and it cuts all the noise out.
And what's the little rack there?
This rail,
Yeah, the rails.
anywhere that you can put something to have a bit more storage in the van is just, yeah, priceless.
It's a really nice job. Are you happy with Cam's handiwork?
I am. I mean, I have to say, a lot of these finishing touches that you see, all me actually.
All right.
So he did a lot of the cutting and the building and the screwing together, but these lovely, perfect painting and sealing finishes are all me, because Cam hates painting.
The sign on the wall there, talk us through that.
Oh, yeah. So we were listening to this podcast, and it was all about how different cultures, you know, express happiness and how they feel happy. And we got the book called Atlas of Happiness. And so that's just basically a few of our favourites that we pulled out that mean different things in different cultures. So it's on KF a lot, which is the Turkish one for just basically don't let life get too serious and just have fun.
Talk us through the piece de resistance, your bed.
Yes, this bed system here, it's kind of like my baby. I was really, really keen to have something that you didn't have to pack up every day. So I trawled the internet, trawled YouTube, and found this Happijac system.
When you finally did put it in, what did that look like? How long did it take? to install?
Well, probably all said and done, you know, we had to modify the bed so that it could fit in really well. It was just an IKEA bed that we bought and chopped down and put, you know, the decking on the bottom so it sort of was seamless with the ceiling. And so all said and done, probably maybe 3 days. We didn't do it all at once, but it probably would have been about a 3-day job getting it in.
Yeah, nice. No dramas then? It all just went together like magic?
Yeah, no dramas. It was a little bit difficult because the frame, each end of the frame weighs about 25 kilos and it doesn't actually touch the floor. So I had to hold it really steady while Cam marked it all up, screwed it all in. So yeah, nothing, it was just a bit of elbow grease.
And the motor, it just runs on your 12 volt?
It does, but that's the other good thing about this one. If we do run out of power, we can do it manually as well with a spanner. So we can lift it up and down if for whatever reason we had no power.
Yeah.
Do you want to see how it works?
Why not? Yeah, give us a look.
So it just uses the 8 amps. The other really good thing about this Happijac system is that you can actually stop it at any level and lock it in. It comes with pins that you can lock it in.
Okay.
So it's really safe. So you can make bunk beds. So we could stop it, say maybe around here, and you can have people sleeping up here. And then we can convert this system down into the bed down here and have a bunk bed system.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's what we really loved about this particular Happijac system as well.
Yeah.
That was the other thing that we really wanted. There was a couple of different systems that sort of had straps or whatever, but because this one's, you know, running off a track system, it's just so solid. We've got some power charging points over there, so USB, so we can charge our phones or iPad or whatever, so we can have it charging while we've got the bed down and watching TV, and you can also access them when it's up. We actually put electric blankets on the bed so it can plug into our inverter just over in the corner and have our bed all toasty for us to get in the middle of winter.
What would be your number one piece of advice for any person looking to convert their own bed?
I would say to get in a van and live in it for go travelling in it for a little bit first, and so you actually know what you want in a van. And what was good about us, like we hired a few different vans so we could see different ways people did things. So yeah, I think it's just live in that space for a while before you start doing any major changes. Yeah,
and maybe a bit of a personal question, but you know, roughly what would this kind of conversion set you back?
I think it's cost us between 10 and 11,000 to do this one. There was a few big purchases. We put a bull bar on, and the lithium battery was a little bit more than your normal batteries, and then I guess the off-road tyres that we put on. Yeah, so it cost a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think I'm really impressed with the budget and everything. It's well done.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for giving us a tour. You've done an awesome job. Unbelievable detail.
Thank you. We really enjoyed sharing it with you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no worries.
Let you get to your tea and Danish.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. See you later. Bye.